I'm here today with Stephen Smith and Stuart Evershed of Airflo Envirorental, who have recently joined Flowlens.
The business is largely involved in air pollution control. We do a lot of work in mining. For many years, we've been a rental-based business, but as we're getting more and more into sales, we're finding that there's been a greater need to have a system that would actually facilitate assembly of components and for pulling different items together to make up either a rental kit or an item for sale. Probably the greatest thing would be time and also keeping ourselves organised, because with the previous system, we would have to have that backed up by Excel spreadsheets and other records of, say, for example, the details of a component, or components related to a product, but there was no way of actually breaking that down into component form, and the components might be from half a dozen different manufacturers. So all that was stored on spreadsheets. So, you come to need one component, you've got to go rifling through your spreadsheets to try and find out what it is and where you need it, where to get it from. But with Flowlens, you've got all that information at the click of a button. It's a massive time saving. Not only time, it means that we've got everything in one place, and when the goods come in, then we've got one place that we're booking it all in, and it's helpful to be able to link it up to Xero. So sell the goods, create the invoice, push it over to Xero, and then I don't have any more to do with it. Then leave that with the bookkeeper.
I've been in sales basically all my life. Since joining Stephen, we've tried different ones, and I couldn't get my head around them. Probably because of my age, but I made it a priority. He found a good system and he came up with this Flowlens, and for some funny reason I was able to get my head around it from word go.
One of the reasons why we like Flowlens is because of its adaptability, and I can see that it's obviously a scalable system. So we felt that we could take it with us as we grow and develop, and the system, we can develop that around what we're doing. As far as the way we're working at the moment is concerned, it's just meant we could continue working seamlessly from home or from the car or wherever. It works very well on a mobile phone as well, which is great for us. So wherever we are, we've got all the contacts at the press of a button. We've got all the information, all the records, all the transaction records, and everything we need. And I can only see that as the business grows, I can see that system working very well for us to help us manage the growth.
The Flowlens is good because in the top right corner you've got a window which comes up with all the follow-ups that you've arranged. There's also a very useful section with interactions, so every time you contact a customer, whether it's phone, email, whatever, you can log the interaction. You can make emails from the system. No, I've really found that it's very useful.
One feature I like is that you can filter sales leads that don't have any open tasks.
Yeah.
So if you have an open sales lead, it should have an open task, but sometimes those fall through the cracks.
It wouldn't be unrealistic to say that it would save me an hour a day, but I'm trying to think now of going back to hunting around for information, finding spreadsheets, trying to raise purchase orders, and then also, when we're on our calls, it's just helping us to be much more organised and much more focused on what we're actually doing.
If you've got two or three systems that you've kind of identified, how would you shortlist, or how would you decide this is the one for me?
I think what we did was we sat down and said, what do we need? What do we want? And what do we want to be able to work quickly and efficiently? And I think when we started to ask those questions, Stephen came up with Flowlens.